Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here and welcome back to my channel, and I am gonna throw a warning up at the beginning of this video because I swear I am about to get so nerdy on every single one of you. I am about to flex my nerd muscles in my brain for this video because today we had a very exciting leak about The Sims 4. But keep in mind that this is all speculation. This is just the community talking about what we think this icon is. Obviously, we know it's a game pack and we know that there is a game pack planned for The Sims 4. So I logged on to Twitter this morning, everything was fine, like we were all just chatting, and then suddenly I see on my timeline the fact that The Sims Brazil have actually put up a blog post about the Spark challenges, but this one actually had a very certain screenshot in it. So as they were talking about how to upload your builds to the gallery and how to take part in the building aspect of the Spark Challenge, there is a little icon for a game pack. We all know that there is a game pack coming up. We got news of a roadmap for The Sims 4. We knew that we were going to get the community voted stuff pack, which was obviously nifty knitting. Then the team also said that we were getting an expansion pack. Expansion pack has been released. That was obviously Eco Lifestyle. And they said that they were working on a game pack, which was a first for the team. And now this logo has definitely kicked the community up into gear, and there's speculation videos everywhere. There's people saying what they think it could be, like what they're seeing in the icon. So Milo over on Twitter actually made this like higher resolution version of the logo. Some people have said that they see a winter resort. Obviously, also a few months ago now, we did a community survey in which they also talked about a winter resort type world and what like activities you would expect from a snow themed world. So some people have said, you know, these look like mountains, these look like little huts, and then this looks like snow. That was not my first instinct. My first instinct was like, this looks like Star Wars. This looks like Tatooine. I am a Star Wars nerd. Like, I'm not like super into the Star Wars community. However, I am a fan of the films. I have seen every single one of them multiple times over. My dad and my brothers are all really big fans of Star Wars. And this, to me, like, instantly reminded me of something from the Star Wars universe, like the horizon of a Star Wars world. The thing is, I just picked out the wrong one. And then when I actually started thinking about it, I was like, wait, it's not Tatooine where Anakin grew up, because that only technically has 2 suns. So I was like Googling, like, what Star Wars world has 3 suns? And then it hit me. I know exactly where this is from because I was obsessed, like fully obsessed for like a good 3 months in watching Galaxy Edge vlogs. And where did EA take all of its game changers last year? They took us to Disneyland. I am like 90% sure that when we went to Disneyland for EA Play last year, I think Star Wars Land was already meant to be open for like pre-release so that you could get like early entry. I think they had to push it back. And obviously we were all disappointed because we were like, whoa, like Star Wars Land. I was freaking out. I really want a lightsaber. I sent a tweet out back in January now talking about how much I wanted to visit Galaxy Edge because I just wanted a lightsaber. I just want to look cool. I want to make those videos on TikTok with like spinning lightsabers around, but not only just having like a plastic one that I used to have as kids. Like, I don't want a plastic replica of Mace Windu's lightsaber. I want the full metal one that I can make myself. It feels personal to me. It's like going to Ollivanders for all you Potterheads and like picking out the perfect wand. That's what it would be like for me to go to Galaxy's Edge. And Galaxy's Edge is based on a world called Batuu. Batuu has 3 suns. And then, crazy I know, but the conspiracy goes even deeper because, like I said, this ignited something in my brain and I was like, I've seen this before. Like, this horizon looks so similar to something that I have seen. So I recalled back to the vlogs. It looks exactly like Batuu. This is what Batuu looks like. So this is Black Spire's outpost. That's where like this whole interactive element of Disneyland like happens on the world of Batuu. So these are the spires, these are the Black Spires. Then you have like the watchtower with the Millennium Falcon, and like that's the same shape. That is that watchtower, and then these are the spires, and then these are the 3 suns of Batuu. Guys, I seriously, like, am mind blown that my nerdiness about the Star Wars universe, like, actually kicked in. And I'm surprised that, like, the Star Wars community hasn't jumped on this. If anybody watches my videos who is, like, as much of a nerd as Star Wars as I am, could you please let me know that I'm not going crazy? We have technically in past games already had like winter themed worlds, and the only one that I can recall, to be fair, is from The Sims 1, and that was a world, well, not even a world, but like a neighborhood, a like outside neighborhood that you could travel to in The Sims on holiday. You could go to this like super like snowy world. It was, I can't even remember what it was called, but it was like up in the Alps, and there was like ski slopes, and your Sims could basically go on holiday to the beach or to a snowy resort. So technically we've already had a snowy like Swiss resort in The Sims, and this is a first for the team. Star Wars would be a first. Technically, we do already have some Star Wars assets, which I mean is important because clearly EA already have a relationship with Lucasfilm and with Disney, because even in The Sims, we have like Creator Sim assets. We also have like that little baby Yoda statue. Maybe the Sims team were like, this isn't just a meme, but it would be cute if we gave a little hintity hint when, what was it called? The Mandalorian, which I know I keep going on about my Star Wars nerdiness, and I actually haven't watched The Mandalorian yet, which is terrible of me. Don't worry, I will get right on it, because this has just made me want to jump back into the Star Wars universe. But yeah, I can't remember where I was going with this. I'm just kind of excited, to be honest, because I feel like Eve Pilastri right now. I feel like an MI5 agent, and that I have just cracked the flipping code. All our stupid asses, when we got invited to EA Play last year, we all thought we were going to Disneyland because, like, oh yeah, like it would be cool to see Batuu and Star Wars Land, and, you know, that would be really cool for all the Star Wars game changers, like everyone who plays Battlefront. There's also Star Wars Squadrons, which is basically like a pilot simulator, a multiplayer game, which is coming out. It's being published by EA. So our stupid asses thought that this was just like, oh, this is EA, like, showing off Star Wars to the game changers who play Star Wars-esque games. But what if it was showing the Sims people about Star Wars? I feel dumb, but also smart at the same time. How can those two things happen, like, at the same time in my brain? But if it is Star Wars and we are getting a game pack based on Batuu, I don't know how that's gonna look. Like, I would actually kind of love it if it were like Strangerville. Like, imagine if Strangerville, in a sense, was like an experiment with the community to see if like a story-based, like, storyline pack could work in The Sims, and then that was also a game pack. So what if they transfer that to the Star Wars universe. And obviously, like, Disney promote Galaxy's Edge as being super interactive. Like, you can like chat with Rey, and like Rey will pull you into missions with her. I've watched so many vlogs. I told you I was gonna get nerdy this video, okay? I can't help it. So it's super interactive, and then I can imagine if they have decided to work with The Sims on a pack like this, I reckon they'd probably want to draw that into it as well. If it is based on the Disneyland world of Batuu, they were probably like, hey, we want to go in with this expectation of it also being super interactable. Just like, I'm just imagining my Sims being able to have lightsaber fights or like fly the Millennium Falcon, which is so like out of the Sims league. Like, I would have never in a million years thought about this kind of stuff being possible in the game if like that logo didn't just unlock something in my head that was like, okay, I guess this is it. Now I want it really, really badly. So I really don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm just imagining, like, I don't want it to be lackluster in the sense that, like, if your Sims can have like lightsaber fights, I don't want it just to be like a reuse of like Get Famous, like with the sword fight, because then they like sword fight and then they're like, oh, okay, we're friends, like more. Then like a lightsaber fight like shouldn't be like that. So now I'm overthinking it, and I'm like, oh no, how is this gonna look like as an actual game pack? Like, how is this gonna play out? How have this team decided to do this? And I think I've just got my hopes up, and now I really want it to be a Star Wars pack. Although I would love like a winter Swiss world, which would be awesome, I'm also gonna be thoroughly disappointed if it isn't Star Wars at this point. But then I don't know how that's going to play into the wider game, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. This is all speculation. Absolutely nothing has been confirmed by the Sims team. It was unfortunately just a leak that actually appeared on EA Brazil, which I actually feel kind of bad because there was a screenshot, like, for the first one, if I go to it. So here, obviously, you can see it, but if you scroll up, they actually did one for Creator Sim as well, and you can see that they've cropped it. Like, they didn't want this getting out. And then somehow, on the second one, this little logo has actually been included. So Sims Brazil, like, thank you, but also at the same time, like, I'm sorry, because I know these things do take away from, like, the general excitement of, like, releasing and being like, hey, we've got a new game pack, which we kind of already knew there was a game pack on the way anyway. So it is a double-edged sword, but let me know what you guys think. Is there any speculation going through your head? Also, I saw someone on my Discord actually mention werewolves, which would be sick. Like, I am down for a werewolf game pack. I want fairies and werewolves back. I think the occults, like, especially vampires, are out of this, excuse the pun, but out of this world in The Sims 4. And I really, really love the occults. I mean, Realm of Magic definitely didn't live up to vampires for me, but I really want to see, like, werewolves make a return as well. And I think it was, like, the 3, like, moons or suns or whatever they may be in the sky of that logo were, like, maybe telling people that this was going to be a werewolf expansion, but then I don't know how the rest of the logo would have come into play. I would genuinely love to see a game pack about werewolves as well. I basically just wanted to nerd out in this video and freak out with you guys and speculate, and that's exactly where my mind went to when I saw it. It was like opening Pandora's box in my brain, and I was just like, Galaxy's Edge, Galaxy's Edge, Galaxy's Edge. But thank you so much for tuning into this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you have any other conspiracies or speculation as to what you think this game pack should be? Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all in the next one. Bye, guys!